Welcome to TwinSpiresTV's and TwinSpiresTV. I'm Jill Byrne with the weekend preview, and it is the weekend of March 18th through the 20th. A big Kentucky Derby prep this weekend at Oaklawn. It's the Grade 2 $300,000 Rebel Stakes, and a really good field lining up for that. And of course, those all-important graded earnings on the line to make it here to Churchill Downs for the Kentucky Derby. Well, before we get to the Rebel Stakes, let's talk about what we have going on here as far as contests and promotions at TwinSpires. So a big weekend of racing around the country, but there's a lot happening down in Bayou Land down there, and that's where our first promotion starts. It's called the Bayou State Triple. Now we're going to start out with 5 times TwinSpires Club points, and that is at Delta Downs. We'll start there on Thursday. Then we're going to go to the Fairgrounds Friday, 5 times as well. Points at the Fairgrounds Friday. Remember, it's Starlight Racing down at the Fairgrounds that night, so we have a late post at 6 o'clock Eastern Time is the post for Friday night racing there at the Fairgrounds. A lot of fun and some good racing as well. Well, then we're going to end up at Delta Downs, and that is on Saturday. Delta, we're going to give you 10 times TwinSpires Club points for all your wagers on TwinSpires.com at Delta Downs. So it's a big weekend in the Bayou State down there, and have a chance to earn those TwinSpires Club points by wagering, of course, on your TwinSpires.com account. Let's get to some other things we have going on. It's time to score with Simon. It's time to jump in the pool. Yeah, with the weather today here in Kentucky, it is about time to open up the pool, and pools do open on Monday, the 21st, and the first day to get in on this on the pool is going to be Saturday, March 26th, and what a day of racing that's going to be. That is Louisiana Derby Day, but we'll get to that next week, so let's continue on for this weekend. The Cheltenham Festival going on right now. Of course, you can wager on all those great races from Cheltenham right here at TwinSpires.com and watch on TwinSpires TV. Well, then we also, of course, have all of our online handicapping events going on. The TwinSpires Online Handicapping Series, that is going to be underway. $100,000 grand prize on the line there, as well as 50 seats to Las Vegas. This is a lot of fun. Well, speaking of Las Vegas, we're not done with our handicapping series, and the leaderboard is back. You know, the leaderboard, 6 opportunities there, 9 possible spots to Vegas for the TwinSpires leaderboard. So lots of opportunities, lots of online wagering opportunities for you, and of course some grand prizes available as well. Well, it's the Derby Parlay, that $25,000 Kentucky Derby Parlay that we've had going on with the prep races. The Derby Prep Parlay could win $25,000 and tickets to make it here to Churchill Downs for the Kentucky Derby. So let's talk about the Rebel Stakes this weekend, because that is part of that Derby Parlay. So the Rebel Stakes, as I said, what a great field lining up in there. You have the top 2 finishers out of the San Vicente. The Factor getting all kinds of attention, a speedy sort. He's going to try to take that speed gate to wire possibly down at Oaklawn. A good spot for him to get some more graded earnings. And the horse that finished second to him, Sway Away, who was making up ground. Now here's the question. Was Sway Away really making up ground on the Factor, or was the Factor stopping after running those quick fractions? I think it's a little bit of both. But here's the key race edge. Premier Pegasus, who finished third behind both of those, he came back to win one of the toughest preps so far of the year, the San Felipe. And not only did he win it, he blew them away by 8. So maybe the San Vicente a little bit more competitive, but it's just a question of can the Factor slow it down a little bit and get that extra ground. So we'll see. He has to face the top 3 finishers out of the Southwest Stakes. Arch, still getting no respect. All he's done is win. Broke his maiden in the Sugar Bowl. Came back to win the Southwest fair and square. Beat J.P.'s Gusto that day, making his first start of the year. He had some trouble in that race. I think with a cleaner trip, he might improve a little bit off of that. And I'm not ready to give up on Calvin Burrell's mount, Elite Alex. I thought he was a little wide. I thought Calvin maybe left him a little bit too much to do, and he flattened out down the stretch a little bit. But this being a large field, he's going to have to work out a trip. And there's a horse in there that if he gets overlooked, I think is the wager in this race, and that is Alternation. Alternation for Donnie Von Hemmel. This horse on a 3-race win streak, including an impressive allowance victory last time out. So the Rebel Stakes, Kentucky Derby time, heading that way, and it is a very good wagering race this weekend. Of course, lots of wagering races all around the country. You don't have to miss any of it right here on TwinSpires.com and TwinSpires TV. As always, go to our contests and promotions page to check out everything we have going on for this weekend. For the weekend preview for TwinSpires, I'm Jill Byrne.